Son of the soil and of the dark, it grows near the roots of trees. The Babylonians sought it among the sands of the deserts of the east. The Greek and Roman historians believed it was generated by the lightning thrown by the king of the gods near an oak tree.
Precisely, the bond with Jupiter generated the belief that the truffle had aphrodisiac qualities. Umbria has always been a land of truffles. The ancient Umbrians called that fragrant stone tartùfro, and they introduced its use throughout the peninsula. The truffle is an underground mushroom which lives in symbiosis with the roots of some plants, such as, for example, the oak, the lime tree, the hazelnut, the hornbeam and the poplar. It has a fleshy mass called gleba, covered with a sort of bark called peridium. It is made up of a high percentage of water, fibers and mineral salts, organic substances supplied by the tree with which it lives in symbiosis. As you know, we have a real passion for Umbrian cuisine, so we couldn't ignore the most sought-after ingredients, the truffle, with which today we will prepare a very refined dish, the truffle omelette, la frittata di tartufo. The truffle omelette is a very tasty dish of the Umbrian tradition, particularly appreciated in the surroundings of Terni. Italy is one of the main producers of truffles in the world. In the north of Italy we have the famous Alba truffle, the white truffle. In central Italy we have the black truffle. Truffles are normally used as a condiment for pasta, and I promise that soon I will show you other ways to cook it. But today we will talk about the truffle omelette, which normally is used as an appetizer or as a main course. It is a very simple and quick recipe that can be prepared even at the last moment, but for sure it will create the wow effect, especially if served as an hot aperitif, perhaps together with a good white wine or prosecco. For sure, way better than peanuts and chips. Very few ingredients are needed. We will see them shortly after the intro, here on Scola la Pasta. Here we go. Let's see the ingredients for 4 people. 8 eggs, 4 medium to small truffles, about 40 grams, milk, 3 tablespoons, grated parmesan, 50 grams, extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons, pepper and salt to taste. If we use the black winter truffle, we have to use a mandolin. It is very fragrant and it gives a very taste and intense aroma. But actually today we are using the summer truffle. It is less aromatic, so we have to use this tool to grate it. I start beating the eggs. I add some salt. Parmesan. Milk, some pepper, that's enough, and truffles. Voila. a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil into a pan and heat it on the stove. When the oil is hot, pour the egg and wait it to thicken a little. When the edge of omelette begins to cook, with the help of some cooking tweezer, we make movement to cook the whole omelette, evenly scrambling it continuously. It should not cook like an omelette, but it must remain slightly soft, like a cream. I turn off and I continue to mix it gently. And now I will serve it in these little bowls, and of course I will accompany it with a glass of white wine. Cheers! It won't take more than 5 minutes to have it ready, and the smell and the taste will accompany you for the rest of the day. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. This is Scola la pasta, the Italian way of making food. The Italian way of making food with a glass of white wine.